Greetings and delight to your Torque and Taxon. Did you manage to find some earbuds? Welcome to the Wonder Years for all your Animorphs rereading and possible rewatching needs. I'm Sarah.
I'm Blair.
I'm Seda. I like the ambiguity in possible rewatching.
I mean, part the kimono. I've personally been waffling on the idea of it for a while because I don't want, I feel like it would kind of undercut the strong finish that I believe this series has. Just say, and let's go watch the TV show for 17 episodes.
Oh, well, this is the first we're learning about this.
It's been in my head. I should have put the code to you on this too.
Live on air.
I think it'd be good.
I mean, I'm open to being persuaded either way. I just,
when a TV show runs too long and then the next season, you get a really solid finale, they're like, this show is making so much money. Obviously, The Wonder Years is the show that's making so much money.
Yeah.
We're the supernatural of podcasts.
As it has been said in the past by people that are not us,
Mm-hmm.
But they make another season because it's just really profitable. That would be the 17 episodes following the end of this series where we watch the show and talk about it.
Huh. Well,
I do want to return to the show. I just don't know exactly when or how exactly. But this is a conversation for off air, obviously.
No, I think I've made my pitch, and I think it's irrefutable at this point. So, I feel strongly.
I think we should just do a worst idea of all time thing where we watch the same episode over and over again weekly.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that podcast?
It is that podcast.
I did it.
You're so good at it.
Okay, let's do we can do the oatmeal one.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I can make fun new mouth sounds every time.
Yeah.
The sound of two hams slapping.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's what it is.
Oh, that's a nice Foley.
So we read a book called The
Yep.
Weakness.
We did. We read book 37.
Get down with the weakness.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, ah, 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 ah.
It's called The Weakness?
It is,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, because I didn't actually... I usually take note of those kinds of things, but I didn't this time.
I tweeted it, which is the only reason I know is because I tweeted it.
I already did in the episode called The Sickness, a gag where I edited in the Down with the Sickness intro every time we talked about it. So I'm not going to do that for this one, but I just want to...
Says you right now.
I'll find something...
What does Saturday say to have to say about that?
I'm playing around with some fun weaker thans jokes, but that would be for an audience of me only.
Oh.
So...
The Weaker Thans. That's a name I've heard I've heard reference to that recently, but I cannot remember.
Very good band. One of my favorite bands.
Mm-hmm. I think I only know of them because of you.
I'm a big fan. I love this cover also, which is very much... So it's Rachel turning into a cheetah, and the middle forms all look like her about to, just destroy a, 20-year-old manager who, won't take her gift receipt.
Yeah. Yeah. I realized why I know the name The Weaker Thans, and it's because, the first Virtue to the Cat song came on my Discover Weekly last week, and it kind of ruined me.
Oh, yeah. That whole series will fuck you up, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like to have fun with music here.
Yeah.
We do.
We do.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
So I notice... Okay,
yes.
the tagline actually does have something to do with the book this time.
For
the tagline
once
is,
in
Jake's not around, who will take his place? Which is literally the plot of the book. I do have questions about the name.
Yeah.
What is the weakness? Is it
Her anger.
lack of foresight?
Hubris?
Hubris. Yeah.
Anger.
It might be hubris, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I was thinking about, wow, this is just hubris, the book. And then,
Yeah. And then she points
and then Rachel's
to
like,
it.
here's what hubris means.
I know. Yeah, that was very funny.
Yeah.
What were y'all's thoughts about this book?
I liked it.
I liked the conceit of it. The plot itself was rather boring. The whole let's do some let's
Like
just
100
go at
action
him over and over
sequences in
again.
a
It's
row.
just like, well,
Yeah, like
I
this-
feel like I'm
these-
reading the same like 10 pages over and
exactly.
over again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this like I think this I genuinely think this book could like this book was even I know I remarked last time on the length of the book and this one was even shorter than the last one.
This
at,
was
like,
really short.
Yeah, like 175 pages, and they used so much of that time on just like a text montage of them like doing smash and grab on a bunch of like year-owned businesses in the city.
Yeah, explicitly smash minus grab, but
Yes.
yes.
A grabless
I, like-
smash.
So yeah, grabless smash. That sounds like I would make a really, really great like video game joke here if I'd ever played Smash.
It's
this
when you're
book-
playing Smash Brothers, but your Z button is broken.
That's that's the joke
Wah,
I
wah.
would have made. Compared to last week's book, which I'm so sad I couldn't be here to discuss because it was fucking insane and exactly my shit.
Right.
Where last week, in about the same amount of time, we learned so much and so much crazy shit happened. And it indulged in all of these absolutely nutso, like 60s ass sci-fi tropes that are
Right.
so good. I don't think that we learned anything in this one except for the Gabatron, or whatever
Yeah.
it's called. I don't think we learned anything new about the characters, which is too bad because the concept of them not having a leader and Jake being gone and Rachel becoming the leader, I think could have been a more interesting exploration of her character and what she is without that direction and without being reined in.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that this was just retreading old ground and we really didn't learn anything new about her or the other characters, which I find disappointing.
Right.
Yeah.
To my memory, we had some interesting Axe moments about how he deferred to authority in this specific context.
And
But
also
I-
about him liking Teletubbies.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it just seemed, yeah, like more of, well, this is the logical culmination of everything else we know about him. Ergo,
Yeah.
this.
Which like it's still a good book in like the grand scheme of books. I just think, as usual, my critique is that for an Animorphs book, I found it to be very fillery.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
And I mean, I'm a brain genius because when they was like Jake isn't going to be in this book, I was like, oh, they couldn't get Jake's actor. He must have been shooting a movie.
He was shooting X-Men.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
This book did have a share of a couple of like good gut punch moments to me though. Like,
Yeah.
There's one at the very tail end of the book that I'm excited to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's
So-
jump on into it then, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. So we start like Jake is already gone. Like no lead
Yeah.
into this or anything. It's just like yeah, Jake's gone for a few days, and also like this takes place over the course of like a day. The entire events of this book take place.
It's
over
a
the course
really
of a day.
quick one, yeah.
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 Rachel starts off by monologuing about how other people also have the name Rachel.
I know.
Yeah,
I was gonna
and
say,
she
is this
names
not the
drops
most insane
friends.
opening fucking ever?
I had really high hopes because I love this opening. The backstory dump is really well done because it's framed as Rachel being like, sometimes I wish we hadn't just stumbled on that alien in that parking lot who gave us the powers to do this because of the other aliens who are here. Sometimes I have regrets about the fact that my friend got trapped as a bird forever. And I like the emotional like resonance of framing it that way.
Totally.
But yeah, the first 3 paragraphs very much are like, hey, my name's Rachel. So there's Rachel in the Bible. And also there's Rachel on TV show Friends. Also, there's some other girls at school who are named Rachel.
It's like she was like tasked with writing an essay about her name.
Exactly.
Yes. She had
Oh,
to hit
oh.
750 words or whatever.
You just dredged up a really deep in there high school memory of an essay that I had to write for a class once, and I got like a 70% on this paper because it was an essay about I had to write this essay about like the pros and cons of just like getting rid of the penny in the U.S. currency system.
Right.
And I wrote what was described by my teacher, as he described this to the class. He put me entirely on blast for this. I wrote apparently a pretty good essay about the pros and cons, and then I also said that one of the cons was that Some people are named Penny. And no one is named like nickel or dime.
People should be, I think.
That's good. That's very good. Honestly, when I visited the States, a couple times this year, and someone handed me a fucking penny, I was like, what is happening? Because we like got rid of pennies like 5 or I don't know how time works. We got rid of pennies quite a while ago, and so somebody like handed me a penny, and I was like, I have to just carry this now.
And there's like bespoke trays to put them in. Like, I don't know why we still have them.
No, they're the worst.
The only use pennies ever had to me was that in like brownies and Girl Guides, we would do like donations. Like one of the ways we raised funds was people would just give all their fucking pennies because they didn't want them to be their responsibility anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, thanks for dislodging that essay memory.
I'm gonna have a D&D character named Dime. Very happy about that.
I love the way you said that like it's an inevitability. Like you just saw saw the future.
Just like a tinge of resentment for my own actions that I haven't even taken yet. Like, oh, fuck.
You just know yourself too well.
I know it's a curse. I have to live with me all the time. We like jump right into the action. Basically, like I think it's like page 2 or 3 that they're like, "Hey, we found out where Visser 3 is like feeding. So let's go and attack him."
Also, before we get into that, Rachel's like, Jake's there, but at least Tom stayed at home, so at least Jake doesn't have to face that "do I kill my brother to save my father" thing again.
It's like a little too meta. Like, you know?
It's just very funny and the way she says it is just so nonchalant. Like, I get it. Like, they kind of have to face death every day, and Rachel's like, you remember the one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Jake
told you about... Okay, yeah, Jake told you about that one.
This book has, like, a lot of incredibly pointed callbacks.
Yeah, I just kind of clocked that.
Yeah. Like, Rachel explicitly... There's a section that I sent the two of you where she's like, remember during the oatmeal episode? And it's like, she literally uses the word episode, and it's like, okay.
Right, like it's not necessarily an insane word to use.
Yeah.
But...
It's just in the context of them also having a TV show, it's like, could have done a different one.
Perhaps.
Probably. The less distracting one.
I'm curious when that episode... Okay, so that episode would have aired on October 20th, 1998, and this one came out over a year later.
Yeah, so it like...
Directly.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I wonder if they were doing that because they thought that possibly kids who had seen the TV show were starting to read the books.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, the TV show would have ended like 2 months prior.
Huh. Did it? Yeah, it only ran the one season, right?
2 actually.
Oh, shit.
But the second season only has 6 episodes.
That's wild.
So season 2 ends on a cliffhanger of the second of 3 episodes.
Oh boy.
Oh, Animorphs TV show, good.
Animorphs TV show, please. New one.
New one, please.
Netflix, please.
Not even...
Maybe...
I've been watching season 2 of She-Ra, and I just keep thinking, A, Friends at the Table show in this style. B, Animorphs show, please.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
C, Friends at the Table next season, Animorphs campaign.
That would be amazing. It would be really great. Yeah. So they all acquired cheetah morphs because they're like, we're going to be fast to take down Andalite. And like when Rachel turns into a cheetah, the description of the morph and then the like, Rachel just starts going off about how powerful and strong and sexy cheetahs are.
Yes,
it's literally over 2 pages long. Like 2 PDF pages, which means it was probably 4 or 5 book pages.
100% the ghostwriter for this book. 100% furry.
Well, it's there's something specific about like feline like animals that it's a ghostwriter, but Capelgate goes nuts over them too.
It's true.
So it could just be like, well, I know what the author's style is I'm trying to mimic here. So let's just go fucking whole hog.
Yeah, absolutely.
She also name drops Jeff Gordon, which is like a sports reference that I get somehow.
Oh, I didn't know who that was.
Me neither.
Oh, yeah, NASCAR man.
Oh.
Huh.
I should know that. I knew so many NASCAR people growing up.
I feel like you shouldn't know that, though.
My dad watched racing, so I know Michael Schumacher, and that's it, because I was obsessed with his name when I was, like, 6.
Like,
I loved his name.
I'm pretty sure the only reason I remember Jeff Gordon is because he was either a Rochester native or his sign was at the or he had like a sign at the Lowe's near my house.
Right.
Those are two really good reasons to know someone.
He had that sign either way, but that sign might have been there because he was a Rochester native, or he might just be sponsored by Lowe's.
What a cool sponsor for your fast car job. I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Because houses just stay put. They don't go.
Houses are the slowest thing that we make.
Well, some houses go. But again, not particularly fast.
That's true. Even the houses that go are pretty slow.
Reminds me when I was at the Home Depot getting an air conditioner for my girlfriend. We were getting the air conditioner, and we walked past a toilet on display, and one of the signs bragged that it could like flush a bucket of golf balls. Because that's just the unit of measurement for toilet like power to like not get clogged up with rough shits.
You know, sometimes I commit a serious murder with a bunch of golf balls and then need to get rid of the evidence.
Yeah. Sometimes you commit a serious murder at a driving range.
Yes.
Honestly, like
weekly.
It's kind of like it's expected that you lose golf balls, so it's not a terrible idea if you can swing it.
Yeah.
To just just like lose them all at once and not have to lose them. Are you saying if you flush a bucket of golf balls, that like future proofs you against all the golf balls that you would otherwise lose?
No, I was saying that if you commit a murder with golf balls, it wouldn't be weird if you were like, oh, I don't know where my golf ball is. You went in a very different direction than I.
They were following down my path, not yours.
Seda, your line of logic way more sense than mine.
I love the idea that it's something. It's just I wish I could do that with guitar picks. Just like toss a bunch of them into a river and never just lose one again. You like put it down, they just like teleport away. Just need to like pay the price.
I think like this all the time ever since I was 8 and learned the fact that the average person spends 2 weeks waiting at a red light. Mm-hmm. And the thought to myself was that I wonder if I'd be up for like
if in your whole life.
Yeah, in your whole life. I was like, I wonder if I'd like be able to put up with 2 weeks.
Red light George, who lives in front of a red light, is an outlier. It should not be counted.
Oh no.
Anyways, yeah, my brain just read that stat and was like, but what if you could just experience all of that at once, and then you got to just green light for the rest of your life?
I wish there was like, you can only do X amount of things your entire life, so you just like min-max that shit. Mm-hmm. You could optimize your life.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, fate doesn't work that way, or unless it does, and we just haven't figured it out. Maybe it does, but everyone just has different stats. You
just spend 2 weeks at that red light, just like throwing golf balls and guitar picks out the window.
Yeah. Then you're set for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah.
This convenient fucking life. Yes.
As they're all attacking Visser 3, as he's traipsing gaily through a field, they suddenly start getting beat up by like an invisible fast thing. And then the invisible fast thing becomes visible. And I could not picture it at all, so I looked up artist rendition. I linked my favorite one in the chat, because I really like it.
I do like this.
And it's called the Garrotron, and it's like a fucked up Andalite, basically.
Yeah.
It's
like, the implication.
Whose text is fucking impossible to read, because it is just one word with no spaces.
Yeah, which is... I thought was an interesting detail, the way that they mentioned that you hear it speak words, or you hear it thought speak words, and you don't really understand what they mean until several seconds later, which I have really bad auditory processing, so that's just my life.
Right.
But
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, mine's not like my auditory processing is not like consistently bad, but like on days when it's taken a hit, it's like, yeah, that is kind of just what it feels like, huh?
yeah, but definitely stylizing it by just having no spaces between words and occasionally no capital letters is hard.
Yeah. It's very, very difficult.
And basically
also,
sorry, go ahead.
also the form I was reading it on my phone, and sometimes the words would just like bleed off onto the edge of my phone, and I wouldn't be able to scroll over to see it. So I'm like, well, I guess I hope you didn't say anything like fucking important or anything.
Yeah. I loved this moment where basically I think this is really interesting to present an enemy that is so clearly able to overpower you but chooses not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, is a detail I really like. And basically, like after this thing scares the Andalites, well, the Animorphs off. Wow, am I a yerk? The Andalite bandits all leave.
Hold on, you have to tell us
You
if
were
you're a
missing
yerk.
in action for a week, so.
Yeah, I was doing important war things. So like basically this thing, the Garatron, this thing in person, I don't know how to refer alien, is here to inspect Visser 3. This being is here to like see how Visser 3 is doing, and is basically like, so I could have killed the Andalite bandits, but I decided not to because that's your fucking job, asshole. And Visser 3 is like, yeah, whatever. And they're really annoying. You don't even get it.
The way the way Visser 3 and this counselor talk to each other,
Eyes emoji.
they are the biggest exes I've ever seen in my fucking life.
100%.
It's like,
so
oh my
good.
dear inspector, oh dear Visser,
Yes.
etc. Culminating in the end of this book, which is like the best moment in it, despite it, I can't see more of this dynamic anymore.
Yeah.
But it's very the evilest, worstest exes in the world.
So, does Visser 3 get along with fucking anybody?
No, his ego is too big. It's what
It's
makes him like
true.
the best.
It makes him the best. It's true, yeah.
That's what makes him sexy.
It is what makes him sexy.
Basically, the plan starts happening really quickly, where Rachel is basically like, oh, so they're here to like see if Visser 3 is doing any good. We should make it seem like we're really fucking up his whole scene by like attacking a bunch of places that we know are owned by controllers. And everyone's like, but Jake isn't here. Rachel's like, so the fuck what? And as they're fighting back and forth, Cassie says something that I don't think is an opinion Cassie would have, which is that she says, without a leader, nothing gets done. I just don't think that Cassie would believe that.
No.
She seems like she's young, but I feel like she's very like, the people can govern themselves, you know?
Right. Yeah,
That just surprised me.
She doesn't seem like, I would say Marco and Axe are the two that are most likely to defer to authority.
Yeah,
strangely.
absolutely.
Strangely for Marco, I guess, but if his habits have anything to say about that,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Not Cassie. Well, Cassie kind of has her own sort of agenda that basically always aligns with everyone else's, but we definitely get flavors of when she's like, okay, but I know better,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a moment that I really love where they're like, well, who's going to be our leader? And Marco's like, well, I can't do it. I don't know. Axe is smart. And Axe is literally described as like putting his chin up and posing.
He loves to fucking preen.
He really does. It's so funny and so cute.
I like to imagine he like did that like horse thing where like they like will like put a like just like scrape a hoof along the ground for a couple of seconds.
Yes, absolutely. So they decide Rachel's the leader because no one else wants to do it.
Right.
And Rachel she can't sleep, and she's like, maybe I'll read a book or listen to the radio. And it's like, wow, life before accessible internet was boring.
That feel when no kindly like 80-year-old British man will talk about toys until you fall asleep.
Right. What? YouTube.
Oh.
It's the YouTube channel that I always fall asleep to is Grand Illusions. It's a really nice YouTube channel where an old British guy just talks about like his collection of like 25,000 toys.
That does sound really nice.
It is.
Right, I've been listening to old episodes of Campaign to fall asleep too recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so comforting to me.
I understand that.
Oh, my babies.
I unfortunately cannot. I need complete silence in my room to fall asleep because my brain works really well.
I'm the opposite. My brain works really well. If it's silent, then I get too caught up in my own thoughts and can't get to sleep.
Andrea puts on Sleep With Me to fall asleep to sometimes. And
Yeah.
one morning I woke up really mad for some reason. And then I went over to the computer and I realized Sleep With Me had gone on autoplay and started doing a Game of Thrones episode.
Oh no. I tried Sleep With Me, but I found myself it just doesn't work for me. I found myself like caring too much about what the host was going to say next, so I couldn't relax.
I get that way. I get that way about the Star Trek episodes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Legit. There's a moment here I really like where Rachel is really vulnerable to Tobias.
Yeah.
Where she's like, "You would have voted for me, right? Like, we didn't take an official vote, but like, you would have voted for me, right? You think I'm going to do a good job?" And Tobias is like, "We should get going."
Oh my
god.
God.
It's like, oh.
Approval? Validation? Approval?
Yeah.
Validation?
Because it's like the double whammy of Rachel being so open and vulnerable, which is really not like her, and Tobias knowing that he can't lie to her and not wanting to lie to her because he like loves her so much, he cares about her so much, he's not gonna lie to her. That was like, oh,
Absolutely.
oh no.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we basically
Well, that was the part where she started talking about fucking. First of all, Oedipus Rex, reading it in middle school. I don't know who's doing that.
Yeah.
And second of all, what I got out of this is that hubris is a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking Icarus flew into the sun with like wax wings. I think is the pinnacle of hubris if we're going to talk about that. Not, this like Freudian Greek tragedy or whatever.
I always forget that hubris is like a sort of dramatic concept because it's just so integrated into my vocabulary. Whenever I make like a minor mistake, I'm like, oh, my hubris.
Constantly.
I say it all of the time.
All the time.
So I just forget that it's like kind of a dramatic word. I think it happened while I was moving. I knew that something was too heavy for me and I ended up like stumbling and like hitting a wall or something, and I just went, oh, my hubris, and I just hear my friend start laughing at me while carrying the shelf. And I'm like, yeah.
Aw, you like to have fun.
I do. I love to have fun. It's like a weird thing about me.
That feel when fun?
That feel when fun. Love
What
to do
hubris.
it. They go into the TV studio that they know is owned by a bunch of controllers, and they grab the controller and they're like, "Tell Visser 3 that he should go home." Blah. And there's a moment where Tobias is like, "Hey, there's too many civilians, we should leave," and Rachel's like, "No." And then an old man falls down, and then later we learn he died. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh as I said that.
It's so fucking, I don't know what to make of it, because it's like,
it feels tacked on.
He falls down, and they're like, "Oh, maybe he died of a heart attack." And Rachel's like, "That's stupid. We're leaving."
And then he did.
And then later, he's like, "Man died of heart attack," and she's like, "No."
To me, what it felt like was they wanted Rachel to actually kill somebody and have to deal with it, but they had to bring it back. Like they had to pull back on it because that's too much.
Yeah, but I kind of wish they pushed the envelope.
You think there was like a spec outline of this that had like Rachel accidentally just fucking someone up and like the book just taking a completely different direction?
I think it would have been the same thing. I think they needed Rachel to be responsible for somebody getting really hurt. Mm-hmm. And I think that they just, to me, took an easy way out.
I mean, that's true. I don't disagree with that. I don't see this taking the same plot structure if that did happen, because I feel like the rest of the plot grinds to a screeching halt if Rachel kills a dude.
It could have been the same thing where like she knocks over a shelf, like a really heavy shelf, and she's like, "That guy moved, right? Like there was a person there, but like he got out of the way, right? Yeah, of course he did. And then
Instead
like,
of having something
sees
that's
on the
so...
news later, like, man suffering concussion in coma or whatever, you know?
Right.
Yeah, okay, that tracks.
Yeah.
Whereas
That
an
makes more
old man
sense.
having a heart attack feels almost detached from it. Like it would be so difficult to actually claim responsibility for something like that.
Yeah, which, like, I understand, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to advocate for these kids going through more trauma, but it just, to me, felt like they were, like, taking their foot off the gas a little bit, which I think is
Yeah.
understandable, but, yeah, that's just the feeling
it's a
I got from
balance
it.
between, so like I totally get that, but also conflict is what drives a plot, and
Yeah.
this book seemed to have a very shallow conflict.
I agree, because part of
Yeah.
it, one of the things I wrote down was that they're saying, Rachel is like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And everyone's like, no, we should investigate first and get some intel. And Rachel's like, fuck that, let's go. And I was like, oh, there's, oops. Sorry, I gestured and whacked my microphone with my hand. I was like, oh, they're showing the barrel of this gun right now. Like, ultimately, because this is the thing. Oh, I'm just figuring this out as I'm talking through it. This is how, because that's just how my brain works.
Yep.
Rachel doesn't get punished for her actual actions.
She really doesn't.
She
no.
sort of does, but the thing is, like, the lack of intel, it eventually comes back to bite her at the very end. But, like, it should have been sooner, I think.
There are like 10 successful grabless smashes.
Yeah.
That happen, and then everyone's like, "Yay, we did it!" Dusting off our hands.
Yeah.
And then they find out the old man died. But
Just because they showed the barrel of that gun so early, I felt like it should fire a little sooner, or at least in a different way.
Right.
I think that it, like, she ended up getting punished by things that were related to her actions, but weren't actually directly what she was doing. And
Right.
weren't actually the direct fault of her lack of planning.
And
Yeah.
like that even like they even kind of like it does. I think you're honest on to say that it does feel like something was changed, because like later on when Marco is convincing Rachel, he's like, my tactical shit won't work now. Like it just felt like I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time putting into words what I'm trying to say here. Like,
Yeah, I kind of get what
it felt like Marco was trying to call back to a thing that didn't really, like, because we were not shown that Rachel's extreme recklessness was directly caused a bad thing.
Right.
Marco calling back to it feels a little bit empty, of him being like, had we been, like, I mean, he's correct that had they been tactical, they would not have been caught off guard by the Galatar or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like, it doesn't feel like it has the same impact, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah, and no one really challenges her, not in any sort of way that's meaningful.
Yeah.
So it's one thing when they defer to the leadership of Jake and he fucks up, but they have really no reason to just decide that Rachel's a leader and just follow what she's saying, because she doesn't really have good plans, and
Yeah.
they know that she doesn't have good plans.
Yeah. It doesn't seem, I feel as though we've seen in, like, instances of every single one of them acting against the leader's will when they think they have a better idea, or whatever their specific moral compass decides is, like, the highest priority. And so to have them just bow down, be like, well, I guess Rachel's the leader, it's like it would almost be funny, like, if this were a very different series, that they seem to be following her out of, like, passive aggressive, like, well, yeah, you're the leader, like, they're petty, and they're like, I guess we'll just die because you're the leader.
Right. No, you're totally right. It's very strange, and I think we would have. So maybe she doesn't have to kill someone for it to breed conflict. Maybe she gets directly defied by the people she's supposed to be leading, and like realizes how difficult it is to control people. Not that something we already know about her is that her, like, impulsivity and recklessness gets other people in dangerous positions, regardless if she's leading.
Like, I feel like we learned that in book
Right,
2.
totally.
Right. I think more interesting would be a book examining how to corral people, you know?
Yeah.
And how you have to meet their own needs halfway as well.
And it also felt a little bit unearned that like the way out of the entire thing was the exact same way Rachel got into this entire thing, which is just reckless bullshit. I mean, granted, it is one of like I'm not a huge fan of the action scenes in these books. I've said it before, but the action scene that they have to do before the final confrontation in this book is very funny to me, and I loved it a lot. It was very like stupid 80s action movie sequel.
And I think to your point, Blair, I think that would make the like epilogue-ish part feel more earned, where Rachel and Jake are sort of discussing. If we actually got Rachel gaining a deeper understanding of the sacrifices of being a leader.
Right.
To be fair, that is something we've sort of explored a lot already in this series, but
I totally agree, but I think it's one thing to have Jake sort of lean into it gradually, and then have Rachel put herself in that position and expect to be at the level that they've all sort of climbed to.
Sure.
I'm not saying that it necessarily needs to be examined. I think it could.
No, I totally agree. I think that would have been a more interesting angle.
Right. But I think so. Since the meat of this book is unfortunately a lot of the same thing that we've already kind of talked about.
Yeah.
So they just kind of disrupt local businesses, which sucks for all the civilians, basically, and for the humans who are being controlled by these Yeerks.
Right.
I mean, if all goes well, we'll have to return to these businesses eventually.
That's very true. There's like just a couple of moments in here that's sort of scattered around that I really like. Like Marco really wants a Teletubby doll.
Yes.
And then he starts quoting the Teletubbies. And Marco, like they're in a bookstore or a department store or something, and Marco knocks over a Blue's Clues display, and Cassie's like, "Hey, you stepped the fuck off of Blue. What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Oh my god.
Which they specifically mention him, so I just want to give a big shout out to Steve from Blue's Clues, Steve Burns. Incredible musician. Go listen to his album. I think it actually might be called Songs for Dust Mites or something like that. Songs for Dust Mites, yeah.
That is not
amazing.
the name of it. That is not an album that I would expect Steve from Steve Blue's Clues to make.
His stuff is so beautiful. It's like atmospheric and poetic. It's truly lovely. I haven't listened. I don't know if he has other albums, but I've listened to that one a shit ton. I genuinely highly recommend it. I just needed to shout that out because every time somebody's like, "Oh, remember Steve from Blue's Clues?" I'm like, "I remember Steve from Blue's Clues." Do you want to know why I remember Steve from Blue's Clues?
That's awesome.
Yeah, they just fuck up like 15 different stores.
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh, they're like, "Oh, we know that the cops are full of controllers, but we don't want to go there because they've got guns. Oh, and also we don't want to hurt any of the good cops who are just doing their great cop jobs."
Yeah, I saw that. I physically rolled my eyes at that. Also, so Steve, I just looked on Steve Burns' Wikipedia page. He has done 3 albums: Songs for Dust Mites, Deep Sea Recovery Efforts, and then in 2017 he released an album called For Everywhere with a guy named Steven Drozd, and the album was released under the artist name Steven.
That's lovely.
That's
I'm a big fan.
Oh, wow. One of the songs from the album is the opening theme for Young Sheldon.
Everyone's got to get their start somewhere.
Panic attack. Oh, I'm not. Sorry. I shouldn't use that dramatically. I do actually have panic attacks and they suck. Disclaimer. Oh my god. That's so funny.
You can ethically appropriate panic attacks.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so funny. Speaking of mental illness, Rachel is just having a manic episode throughout this
entire book. Oh yeah, she's like, all of her thoughts are going a mile a minute.
She's like, she starts screaming like, "I am Rachel, hero warrior, an interim king." And it's like, oh, do you want me to hold on to your credit card, honey? Like,
yeah. Oh my god, good thing she's like way too busy for that. She's too busy putting her friends' lives at risk to spend irresponsible amounts of money.
Yeah, and basically, while they're on their way to, like, their final thing, they decide to go to the community center, which we've seen open in recent books. The sharing community center, just to fuck it up one last big show to be like, yo, we're here. Mm-hmm. And on the way, it's when they see the TV in a window. I love this trope where somebody walking by like a TV in a store learns something from the TV on display. I think it's really funny.
Yep.
And Cassie, I love this Cassie moment where she's like, they're on their way to the team, and Cassie's like, listen, if you don't tell them, I will, but they should really hear it from you. But understand that if you don't tell them, they are still going to learn what happened, which I love. That's some good, pure, uncut Cassie.
Mm-hmm.
And they all start fighting, and Rachel's like, no one says no to Jake, which is not true.
It's explicitly not true, Rachel. You've said no to Jake several times.
Like, a lot. And they decide, Rachel's like, we should go in there, guns blazing, let's just go crazy, let's all be polar bears. And everyone's like, shouldn't we be our, like, battle morphs that we're really used to? And Rachel's like, no, polar bears. And her polar bear morph, it's described that her entire body changes before her human head. So she just has a huge polar bear body and then a human head on top of it.
I can't remember. I think it was this instance where the author decided to describe morphing as uncomfortable, which is new information. Like, I always was under the impression that you couldn't feel morphing, you just kind of knew it was happening. You know?
I didn't notice that. I wonder if they just meant, like, emotionally.
Well, they were talking about how, like, oh, you can feel your skin pinching and smoothing. They usually preface it with, like, oh, it's not painful or anything like that.
It's just gross. Right. Yeah, that's true.
But to have the idea that it has any physical sensation at all is fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
Even if it's just, like, weird.
Even if it's just weird, true. So they go into the community center. Obviously, the Garrotron is there.
Mm-hmm.
And he stops them all. And then this was the moment where I literally wrote out the words eyes emoji, where he, like, stops them all and they're all laying there. And he goes, well, I'm out of here. I leave you to clean up the mess, my dear Visser.
What the fuck is happening in this thread?
Right? And then Visser 3 just becomes Stinky Alien.
Yeah, he becomes Garbodor.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they describe his eyes like rotten, shriveled raisins, which is probably the worst detail. Well, maybe not the worst, but the one that stuck out to me the most.
Yeah.
And Rachel's just like, go, everyone, get out of here. I'll fight him off.
Yeah, and she looks around and she doesn't see any of her friends, so she's like, cool, I can escape now. And then she gets out, she realizes Cassie didn't escape. Marco starts just yelling at Rachel, which is fair enough. She bursts into tears, and he does a slightly gross thing. He's like, don't use your, like, oh man, I'm just a little girl thing on me. And it's like, Marco.
He's 12, it's fine.
Yeah,
Marco,
no, it's...
The second episode of this podcast was titled "All Women Are Queen, All Wolves Are Queens," Marco, and he obviously has not learned. No, that was the third episode. Anyways, he has not learned.
Yeah. So there's definitely a plot. I feel like there's a couple of plot things that are, like, set up in here. One of which is the Galatron, which I think we're probably gonna learn is, like, fucking Andalite clones gone wrong or something. And then there's a moment where Rachel's like, well, I'm gonna go rescue Cassie all alone, because that's how shit works. I'm an Animorph, which means I always have to be trying to storm off to my death by myself. It's just what we fucking do.
It's probably why Cassie stayed behind in the first place.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. And she says,
Cassie's just, like, in the middle of saying, all right, you guys get out of here, I'll stay behind. And then Rachel's like, cuts her off. Get out of here, I'll stay behind.
Yes, that's, like, the pure distillation of an Animorphs fight. Everybody like, no, leave me behind.
I will die so that you all might live.
I have the death. My death wish is winning today, not yours.
Marco got to sacrifice himself last week.
My turn. I'm the
I
narrator
want to
of
be
this
mortally
book.
wounded.
I want to graphically describe my entrails coming out of my body.
Please.
God. So,
She basically, she's like, so I'm gonna storm off. I'm already late for dinner. I'll deal with my mother's questions tomorrow. If she even notices that I'm gone, she's away so much working on that new big case. And I'm like, either, like, it's like a tacked on addition to the paragraph. It's like just added a sentence. So either it's a very weird addition to just like smooth over why it's okay that she's gonna miss dinner, or something's going down.
Probably
That's
the
what I
former,
think.
though. It'd be more satisfying if it was the latter.
Yeah, I hope so. At this point, this book gets out of control.
I just, like, could barely follow. Like, it's... So things just kept happening, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, this
I
is
mean,
when Marco
okay.
this is when Marco comes over and he's like, I'm smart, but we need stupid action movie energy right now.
Yes. Yeah, I like this, just Marco, I say this about literally every single pairing of kids, but I love Marco and Rachel's friendship.
Me too.
It's really good. It's
They,
definitely the way that they just like know each other's buttons so well.
So well. And, I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense because we're fairly sure that Jake and Marco have known each other for, like, forever, right? So Marco and Rachel probably also have, given that it seems... No, Rachel and Jake didn't really spend that much time together, did they?
No, they
Yeah,
were just cousins. I mean, they spent some time together, but, like, not to the extent that, like, if they were, like, siblings, like,
Yeah.
she would have known Marco.
But they would have, I assume they've gone to the same school for a long time. They just
yeah,
know
yeah,
each
yeah.
other so well, and it's really great. And they fight like they're siblings as well.
It's good.
And then at this point, my notes become, are they stealing a plane? So they stole a plane. Axe nearly hit a deer with the plane. This book is stupid.
So
Like,
what happens
literally,
is
it's just like-
listen, I know both of you did not like this. I loved this. Because
I
they
don't know if
fucking-
I hated it, but it
I
was
don't-
so fucking insane.
I don't have, like, an opinion about it. It was just like, okay.
They steal a plane and Axe, like, starts flying it at, like, this tower, and this was
Yeah.
obviously made pre-9/11.
Very obviously, yeah, I thought the same thing.
Like, they all bail out of the tower, or they all bail out of the plane, and Rachel's the last one out. She turns into a bird and, like, does not have any ability to, like, directionally aim herself, so she just kind of, like, swoops through the window.
We should point out, they found what they were like, oh, Cassie got kidnapped. She's probably going to be she's going to be turned into a controller. We have to find her. Do we know any new entrances to the Yerk pool?
Yeah,
And
just
Tobias
check.
is like, there's this weird empty office building that the roof comes off of. And Axe is like, and that is, not common in human architecture. Am I correct? And Tobias is like, that's right.
Aw, way to go, Axe.
So much.
Good. He's learning.
Yeah.
And they're like, we can't get there fast enough. If only we had a thing that flies.
But yeah.
And then they steal a plane.
And
they all
Marco
bail
is
out of
like
the plane.
on the airplane, and upon seeing there aren't any stewardesses in this just parked plane, goes, hey, where are the babes? So we hit that quotient.
The heterosexuality
I
quotient,
genuinely,
yeah.
I know I bring this up every time, but I genuinely feel like that's like that quotient is like diegetic. Like Marco's brain says the exact same thing.
Absolutely. He's like, got him again.
They'll
One
never
straight
find
thing
out.
per mission, per Marco.
I know that, again, if we're just pointing out things that we always point out, 3 times in this book, twice in one paragraph, they take care to point out how weak Andalite arms are.
I love their little stupid arms.
I know, because so basically, Axe is taxiing and nearly hits a deer, swerves to not hit the deer, and then is like, that might have reduced our speed too much. Rachel's like, fucking go for it, baby, whatever. He gets them off the ground, and then as they're going to crash, they all, as you said, Sarah, they all bail. And Rachel's like, well, I have to stay in the plane to, like, make sure it crashes good. And, like, she's like, Axe goes over and, like, it says he grabs the carpet of the airplane with his weak Andalite fingers, and his weak Andalite arms hold on as best they can.
Yep.
And then later, like, when we get into the Visser 3 stuff, he's described as gesturing dramatically, which I love, with his weak Andalite arms.
His just
Yep.
little twigs.
Honestly, I feel like like when Axe is watching television, he should also just have like a set of dumbbells that he can just like kind of absentmindedly lift.
That's like when I bought weights on Amazon, and they're apparently so small that all of them were like, "Oh, if you're gonna buy these weights, would you like to also buy all of these fitness DVDs for pregnant people?"
Oh my god!
Like, no.
Through tears.
Aww, you're
Yeah.
being negged by Amazon.
Right. Yeah, so they blow up plane and building. Rachel gets Cassie. Cassie makes herself smaller with her good morph powers to get out of manacles. And this is such a romantic good moment.
Yes,
where
I have this exact thing written down.
Surprised to see me. And Cassie says, "Sky's falling in, flame everywhere, Yerk's running for cover. Who else would it be but you?"
Literally the gayest shit I've ever read in my life.
It's so romantic.
That feel when I'm not supposed to think your death wish is cool, etc. You know, from mountain goats.
Oh,
I couldn't physically contain it. I just threw a pillow. Oh, that. Yep. Yeah.
Shipping.
I agree. I agree. And then they all
further
the
shipping.
Other, yeah. All the other birds, all birds, all damn burbs come in.
Yes.
Woo! Okay,
And
there we
Snake.
go. Ooh, I need to come together. Whew, okay.
You good?
Ha, yeah. They carry in Marco as a cobra, and Rachel just is like, a snake is a body that's basically nothing more or less than a whip with a mouthful of poison, aka the perfect Marco morph. I don't know why I like that so much. The mouthful of poison makes sense, but I don't know about the body like a whip. Unless Marco's really lanky.
I guess so. And then he so Marco bites the Galatron. Everyone's
Yeah,
like,
because Visser 3 basically goads the Galatron into attacking them. Like, he's like, ooh, if the Andalite bandits are so weak and I'm incompetent for not dealing with them, why don't you fucking kill him, Galatron? And yeah, he get bit. He get bit by a snake.
and then it's like, oh my god, it's like the craziest thing in the world. So so obviously the poison does affect him, or the venom or whatever. I don't know how snakes work. And Visser 3 is basically like, ooh, Galatron, while he's dying.
Yeah.
Wow, the Andalite bandits are getting away. You should go get them. Hey, what's the problem? While you're dying on the ground, basically. And I'm like, oh my god, how badly did he break your heart?
Seriously. Like, oh my god, V3 got, like, burned.
Seriously. It's the best.
It's so good. And they all manage to escape, and then we get a nice little cap with Rachel running into Jake as he gets home. And she's like, so, how was your trip? And Jake's like, I heard some shit went down. She's like, yeah, I got more to tell you. I fucked up pretty bad. And Jake's like, how many people did you start with? And Rachel said 6 or 5 or whatever. And Jake's like, and how many people did you end with? Rachel's like, the same amount. And Jake's like, so no one died. You're doing great, sweetie. It's like, oh. And then, yeah, it's
a sweet moment, but I wrote the paragraph down because, do you remember what Rachel asks him to prompt this response?
Like, she starts asking, like, how do you deal with making decisions that might get your friends killed?
And yeah, and the line is like, then I saw something strange on his face. For just a fleeting moment, it was the face of a terrified kid on the edge of tears. It shocked me. I knew what I was seeing. It was my face when I'd realized the old man had died. My face when I thought I'd lost Cassie forever. But then the mask came down, and he was Jake again. I don't think about it. He lied.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like one of the strongest parts of the book, though.
Yeah.
I like little character moments like that. They're nice.
Yeah,
Me
it
too,
is.
very much.
Also, I like the fact that the I thought I'd lost Cassie forever, which is totally a thing you say about someone who's your friend, who's just your friend. I'm not saying you cannot feel that way about a best friend. I am simply saying I don't buy that it's best friend.
that we're brain geniuses and always correct.
Yeah, we are. It's true.
That reminds me, there's a moment where when they're, this is skipping way back, I just remembered it out of nowhere, when they're talking about, like, voting, and Marco's like, oh, sure, let's vote. Fucking Rachel's best friend and bird friend are here. It's like, yeah.
God, Rachel does have 2 hands, doesn't she?
She truly does have 2 hands.
At the end of the day, Rachel has 2 hands.
Yeah. And Axe has really weak little baby hands.
Jake has to be careful when holding them. Do not crush them.
Do not crush hand, please.
Every time we talk about his weak little shitty arms, they're smaller and smaller in my head.
Me too. Absolutely.
And you said that, and like in my head, like the image of like, those like little like the foam capsule things you put in water and they expand. Like I'm imagining like the opposite of that. Like actually, the arms are slowly shrinking into a capsule of foam.
Absolutely, it's true.
Woo! So
Podcast. Fuck. Sorry, I keep dropping pill bottles.
Yeah, let's not get too excited.
Woo! I'm gonna pop some aspirin.
Yep. So that was the weakness.
That was the weakness.
Hey, here's a joke for all your modern baseball fans. Most of my old friends, I can only stand for the weakness.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. The weakness is that Toronto singer, right?
Shut up. Shut up. I'm like so mad at you.
I don't get it.
Talking about
The weekend.
Oh, okay.
So stupid. Thanks for listening to this episode of The Wonder Years, I guess. If you want to find the show, you can find us on Twitter at The Wonder Years. If you want to support the show, you can support this and our sister podcast, Fear Baiting, at patreon.com/fearbaiting. If you donate $5 and up, you get your name read on the show. I don't have...
Ducky Aisha, Paul Bechtel, Kit Spindler, Paul Moran, and Michael Kaiser.
Some fucking air horns in that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys so much. If you want to find me online, you can find me at BlairKitsch on Twitter, blairkitsch.tumblr.com. I am doing things on the internet on occasion. Period.
If you want to check me out, I am on Twitter at SunHatJania. I'm also on Twitch with that handle. Check me out on Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die. Also, another great podcast on the Noisepace.xyz network. Thank you to Matt GameCube for hosting this and all of the podcasts that I am on.
Mm-hmm.
Also mine.
Yes, music from Molehills.
Yeah, I keep mentioning it even though it hasn't had a new episode in over a year because I like to think that if I just keep saying it, I will start, somehow episodes will start being released even though it's entirely my responsibility and I'm the only one who does it,
That feel well.
Also, I'm on Twitter at nudity with an EA instead of a Y, and I make music you can hear at gaygothvibes.online.
Yes, it's all good stuff. So thank you all for listening. We will be at you again in dos weeks with book 38.
That's Spanish for 2.
It's Spanish for 2. This is a fucking multicultural podcast.
Probably a little bit less than 2 weeks because I was sick and we had to push this one back a little.
Oh yeah.
We've got under a year of episodes left, probably.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. We are hurtling ass first into the end. I don't know why ass first.
Into the end, baby.
So catch us in 2 weeks with book 38. But until then, I have been Blair.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Seda.
Arya.
Mm-mm.
Oh no! And remember... Keep your hand on the escapade device. What?
really feel like I'm dying.
You did a good job.
My brain went off. as in turned off, not in both. It did both.